problem with me is I can always say to myself, well, maybe I can just do it once. Like, the thing is, I think I can control it. I want to be able to do it normally, but where I got to realize I can't do it normally. I wouldn't be an addict if I could do drugs normally, if doing drugs is normal, whatever that means. But, I mean, I can't do it. I can't be a weekend warrior, I guess, for lack of better words. I think there's the illusion with a lot of addicts that we want to be able to control our addiction. When we can't control it all, we can't do it. It's not like I can't do it half the time, because once is too many and never is enough, I guess, to quote an old saying. So then I always want to tell myself that I can do it just once, and of course once leads to twice, and twice leads to 3 times. So I think I have to accept the fact that I can't do it. As of now, where I'm at now, I have about 100 milligrams of methadone. I do about 3 to 5 bags a day when I can get the money. And I'm starting to smoke coke again more. I kind of like not to want to like really think about what's going to happen. I'd rather let it take me. I don't want to like say what's going to happen. I'd rather let it will tell me what to do. It's something I can't really say what's going to happen. I just hopefully whatever happens, it will relieve me of that want for a while, and hopefully within that time, I'll be able to have the strength within myself not to want it, you know, get the tools to not have to want it. Right now I'm in Panama City. I'm in a hospital, you know, and tomorrow morning I'm going to take the ibogaine, the Endabuse treatment. And, you know, I feel pretty anxious, but I'm glad it's going to happen. I mean, you know, because of the way things were going. And the problem is when I use a lot of cocaine, and it doesn't help depression. In fact, it makes it worse. So things are getting, you know, wasn't bad yet, but it was going to begin to, I could see what was the pattern that was becoming to happen. And I think this definitely came at the right time. For it.
What kind of tests did they do on you today?
They did AKG. They did, I think, for my brain and for my heart. They've been taking my my blood pressure, my temperature, pretty much all day, every hour. And also they did a test dose of Endabuse, and just to see how it would affect me. And I tried that, and they just basically put me, relaxed me very nicely. And it's just preliminary to see just how I will do as far as my blood pressure, and you know, just to be a little worried about my brain, and my brain waves and my heart rate when I first took the pre-test about 2 weeks ago. So I wanted to check it again. I guess everything's okay. So basically just leading up to tomorrow, and everything seems fine, and I feel pretty okay. And I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad this is coming at the right time. It just wasn't so rushed, but you know, you can't do everything. Thank you.
So it's about 8:55 a.m. How you feeling, man?
All right. I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to think about a lot of things I've been doing. You know, and going over it in my mind. It seems like I can think about what I'm doing while I'm doing certain things.
Is it the ibogaine? Is that just your thoughts?
No, it's my thoughts of the ibogaine enhancing it.
How is it being enhanced?
I'm starting to hallucinate. My eyes closed a little bit, you know. And if I close my eyes, I can hallucinate. And, you know, it's just, you know, I'm also starting to lose, you know, my thoughts just starting to drift away from me. Yeah, I'm starting to feel very, like, light, elevated. Like I'm floating on air or something.
visualizing more?
Yeah, I see things, see lots of things. Things that are happening in my life, you know. I mean, you can think of all the things that's going on in my life and why I am the way I am. Like, why do I do drugs? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing these things? It's making me think.
Are the feelings at their peak?
Huh?
The experience at the peak? The high?
No, I'm just slowly going upwards. Just keep thinking things out, and it's really good. It's showing me a lot of stuff.
New things.
A lot of stuff, like things from my past lives, like all over the place. Yeah, it's just like all these memories just coming back.
Like what?
But this is good. I know it's the right thing. You know.
Mark?
Mm-hmm.
We're at the 2.5 hour mark.
Alright. Yeah, it's really hit me now.
Really?
Very intense. Very intense. So surreal.
Do you have other thoughts besides those of about your addiction? I mean, do you have other thoughts and memories?
Yeah, it's kind of it's really part of my life before drugs.
How old are you?
Very, very.
You look very emotional. Do you feel a lot of emotions? Do you feel sad, or do you feel happy?
Just confused. Confused. It's just like it's all a winding movie of my life, and it's just like telling me all these things.
Did you want to say something more?
Everything's fine. Okay. Got to see a lot of things. See like, you know how I deal with my mother. You know, that's one thing about how I can make better people to really love my mother. That's really my life. It's just everything is like it's going around, and I don't really need to do drugs to do this. You know, it's giving me a very good feeling. Intense, but it's a good feeling.
What do you mean it's going around?
What?
What do you mean everything's going around?
No, it's going like, you know, spinning around, moving, going across spaces. Everything. It's like it comes at you constantly. All these hallucinations. I saw a bird before with a glass cup in her hand. She changed into a river fall and floated down field papers and did something like that.
Any memories?
Man.
It feels good though?
Hmm?
were 3.5 hours. How you feeling?
I'm really hot.
Very hot.
Very hot.
Hot or high?
Hot. So I felt amazed with all this information I'm getting. There's amazing information I'm getting. I'm just like figuring things out real fast. Oh, it's really great.
Faster than the other times.
Yeah.
Can you share some of the information you're getting?
Let's see. There's about like a cop. There's things like angels floating across the room. Things like moving on the walls. Like a shadow walk up, will come off the wall and walk over to me. Or maybe I don't know, I'll take a toy train, it'll turn into a truck or something. I don't know, something like that.
Any memories?
No, yeah.
Just more strange visualizations?
It's like, it's really weird because it moves so fast and you can't really describe it, but it's like, it's because what I'm seeing in my mind is what's going on with me in my life, and it all interconnects, and it's just kind of,
Is it hard to focus and speak to me?
yeah.
Mark,
Yeah.
you want to comment? You're at 6 hours.
Sure.
Where are you now?
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, it's now about 6 hours after study, and I don't feel like I want to get high no more. I mean, what King did for me was made me saw the choice I had to make. Am I going to get real, or am I going to be a fucking idiot? And he just made it plain and simple like that. You can be a drug addict, or you can be a success. I mean, it's your choice.
How did it help you to make that decision?
Because, it just showed me that, everything resolves around. If I didn't have drugs in my life, it wouldn't be so fucked up. And it seems like it's all revolving around a combination of my pain growing up, just problems, and everything else that comes addictive.
And you seem to be able to speak a lot easier now.
Yeah. But for
And
a while, that was really I had time moving. I had trouble moving.
what about now?
No, I'm okay now. I feel pretty good, actually. I'm surprised.
Mark, believe it or not, it's been 7 hours.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I feel completely different.
How do you feel different?
I just feel like a very positive feeling. I just cannot do the drugs to cure my problems. If I do drugs to cure my problems, then it makes me, it's like I'm a master of my own destiny, I guess, basically, as long as if I don't do coke, dope or coke, nothing, I'll be fine. And I don't want to do that ever again. I don't want to even do coke, dope again. No. No, I don't want to do that.
You're still feeling the effects?
Yeah.
How do they feel?
It's very it's not as heavy as it was a few hours ago, but it's getting mellow out real quick. Yeah. Maybe I changed it.
I don't want you to get up, but could you get up and walk around if you wanted to?
No, I can't. It's on my arm, but
If you didn't have that on your arm.
I won't walk. I can't walk.
Are you tired?
No, I'm just it's just no, it's fine.
Do you feel any withdrawal?
No.
Okay, we are at 10 hours. It's 7 o'clock. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sick now. You know, I feel very at peace. I really do. I mean, I can take care of the problems. I do the right thing. You know, it's definitely shown me a very strong message of which way to go. You know, in terms of visualizing all that. My problem breaks down to three major points: my childhood, my inability to have relationships, and my fear. And you know, I think fear plays a very important part in drug addicts' lives, because we're so afraid. I mean, we do heroin to escape our pain, and we're so scared that, you know, like, you know, we may feel dope sick, and immediately we get afraid because we feel that. And the more we do heroin, the more removed we get. We don't even understand why we're doing it. And for me to understand, like, I began to look at my life. I began to look at my relationships, why certain things happened. You know, admitting that I cannot do it once. I can't do it once. I can't mess with it. It took me 3 years of going through drug rehab, reality house. I was in methadone programs. And I mean, just to be able to say that I cannot, and understand that is very important. And then understanding, like, admitting that my relationships were bad. Looking at why I do the things I do. Breaking down my triggers. I mean, I would, if I get very upset, I do drugs. You know, anger, I do drugs. If my emotions come up, I do drugs. Beginning to understand what fear is. I think if I could label past end abuse experience is understanding my fear. You know, end abuse for me has given me my life back. It enabled me to look at myself, examine myself, and heal myself. And I think more people should try end abuse. I think it should be more made available, because, I mean, it is such a beautiful thing to be able to release the chains that keep you in the hell called drug addiction.